Hi everybody. I am sorry for the horrible lighting and I am sorry it's been a while. It has been it's been nuts. I know it's like I think my computer says it's 1:36 and I've been staying up very late for the past several like probably couple of weeks because like I said I'm getting into my homesteading journey and I've just been spending hours and upon hours, even the past several months, but more so the past couple of months, of just hours and hours of research. Nothing but research and videos. And I'll go to look up like one specific thing, like carrots. Go to look up, I don't know, like something specific about carrots, but I'll go and do like three, four, five different people's opinions or videos or sites and stuff about the same thing to get, what works best for me. So I've been extremely tired. I've been neglecting my health, like, I guess that way, and the fact that I need more sleep. And, but on the good side of that, I've gotten so much information and so many recipes for my homemade apple cider vinegar, just so much mustard, everything I would need to know. It seems like it anyway, practically about several different kinds of vegetables, or at least the ones I'm interested in raising. Sorry, I'm super tired. My eyes are watering, and all of that, and it has been extremely beneficial. And I am very excited. This year, I am doing a lot, but this is more of, what do you want to call it? Sorry, my nose, I have horrible allergies. This is more of the year that I've done some of this stuff before, but this is the year that I'm getting my feet wet, so to speak, because next year is when I'm really going all in. And like I mentioned before, by the time I'm 30, I'm not going to be able to be completely self-sufficient yet because I won't have my own land that I own. But I'll be as self-sufficient as possible. As in, like, I use a neighbor's Wi-Fi, so I technically wouldn't even have to have phone time. Well, I need that, so I could cut my phone bill down from $56 down to $26. I don't have to go get toilet paper anymore. I don't have to buy dish soap. I don't have to buy shampoos. I don't have to buy conditioners. Things like that, and I'm getting my feet wet with all of that, so to speak. And like I said, I've done bits and pieces of it in the past, but this is all like at once, gung ho. I will be pressure canning a few things later this year, but just to get my feet wet with that. But for the main part, this year is going to mostly be focused on dehydrating food and then sealing it in jars as well. That's what I'm going to mainly be focused on along with growing all the crops and everything. I'm not going to be growing everything that I want this year, but I am doing beans, some onions, potatoes, uh, chives, and a strawberry plant. One strawberry plant. So there's that. Oh, and I will be doing mustard seed as well to use for homemade mustard. So plus, and like some things that I'll be making that are not the things I just mentioned. Like I said, I'll be doing a few pressure canning, but it's mainly the dehydrating and storing for long term, like 10 years, 10 plus years. I'll also be doing I don't like pickled eggs, but I have people that want to buy them from me. So I will be jarring pickled eggs, along with, oh, what was it? So there's pickled eggs. Oh yes, alcohol. I don't know if that's supposed to say that, but yeah, alcohol. um, Some few jams and jellies. I mean, those can last up to 5 years, but that can be water bath canning for those, so I wouldn't need to do the pressure canning yet for that. Just some stuff like that is basically, the things I'm doing to get my... Sorry, I felt like I heard water dripping. Anyway, just, I'm doing all of that now. That is for this year. I feel like I keep hearing it every time I turn around. Anyway, now next year, I plan to go more full in. I'm talking about, like I mentioned, the $26 phone card, but there's going to be no toilet papers, no hand soaps, no... Well, I'll probably still buy hand soap, like, bar of soap, because I don't have the wood stove at this time. But, um, but I'll be doing, like, I won't be having to buy toilet paper, I won't be having to buy shampoos and conditioners and toothpastes and, I think I said toilet paper already. All that kind of stuff, like cleaning supplies. I won't have to buy any of that. So that will definitely cut back on a lot of money each month too. That's probably between that and what I save from the phone card itself. It's probably like $60 in savings a month just right there, cutting that out. And then I reuse a lot of things. So it'll cut down on like food costs tremendously. Along with the baby being cloth diapers and homemade wipes. That right there probably saves a good... I do one huge case, which is like $30 every 2 months. That's what I was doing. So let's say that's $15 a month plus $10 for wipes a month at least. So you're looking... with tax, about $30 a month. So tack that onto that. That's $90 a month at least on average saving, just with all the changes that are going to be made between this year and next year. And so, I mean, it's adding up, and I'm trying to minimize outside costs as much as possible. I don't want to have to go out and buy something if I don't need to. Unless it's an absolute necessity, I don't want to have to do it. Like I said, making the homemade apple cider vinegar. I can make that. I can make homemade fertilizer at home with different things for plants to be able to reuse the soils. And I mean, there's just so many different things, to be able to save money and not have to go out and get, spend unnecessary money on things. Now, I mean, I have a lot of plans, and it's not just something that I've been gung-ho about. I've been, this is how I've been wanting to live for years, and I've just never thought it was possible. I just kept making up excuse after excuse about why I hadn't done it yet. It just wasn't the right time. Oh, I have to have my own land first, and I have PTSD. And as a result of that, or with that, I don't know, I also have the, like bipolar depression. I've had it for years. And maybe this sounds silly, but starting these YouTube videos and doing the homesteading journey, working towards what I want, it has cut out a lot of that. Like, I feel like this is me. Like, as silly as this probably sounds to some people, this is what I was meant to do. I mean, I also love history and like learning and all that kind of stuff, which helps me do that too. But this is like my thing, so I've been very happy and with it. The only downside at the moment is the fact that I have people, not a whole lot of people, most people haven't really said anything. There's a couple of people that are all happy about it. Quotation marks around that, but like you can look at them and you can tell when they don't say anything at all, or they say it in a fake nice way, like they're like, it's like they're thinking, like, oh, that's cute, she's happy, she's having fun with it, all of that, but it's not gonna last. She's just gonna give up on it. It's going to be too much work for her, even though, it's been something that I've wanted to do for years, and I've been getting very serious about it, but I'll prove him wrong. You know, I'm going to be the one laughing in the end when the world, I mean, I'm not necessarily a doomsday prepper. If I had the money, I probably would be. But I definitely like to be prepared because I imagine one day, I mean, eventually, with the way humans are with our planet, the world's going to go to shit one day. Hopefully it's not when I'm alive. One second. But you never know. And so, like, I like to be prepared. I want to have plenty of food. I want to have, I don't want to have to be like, the world go to crap and then be like, oh, I can't survive. We're going to die because I can't get to the store. you know, I don't want to be like that. And so there's lots of plans and everything I have for all of that. Dang. But yeah, so yeah, there's just tons of things, and it's a lot. So I probably could have condensed this into a few different videos. So but I guess this is just going to be an extra long one for you guys. But if there's any questions, leave them in comments. I'll try to make another video and answer those for you. Yeah. Oh. Try to press the stop button on this video with my mouse for the computer.